And when it's been a long time. What am I saying? Let me take a sip. Okay. Hi, beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is building a healthy natural hair routine. I get this a lot. I get it on Facebook, on Twitter. I get a lot on Instagram, especially when I post a picture of my natural hair, whether it's curly or twist out. I get it a lot. What are you using in your hair? How do you get your hair to look like that? Really, I want to answer some of those questions right now, but I will be coming with a Q&A a little bit later. I want to wait just a little bit and address all of the frequently asked questions all at one time. But in the interim, let's get down to business and talk about building a healthy hair regimen. You know how those books that have like, and I use them so much in high school and college, you know, where it says Microsoft for Dummies, Mac for Dummies, Organic Chemistry for Dummies. Hello. They were talking about me. I want to say that this is a video that is natural hair for dummies. So this is kind of like natural hair for dummies. This is basically for the beginners if you need to like go back to the basics, because even though I have been natural almost 4 years, I have to go back to the basics and go back over things. So let's get into this video. Okay, so I would say there are about 10 things that are must-haves in building a healthy hair routine. Okay, so number one, you gotta have a good co-wash. Gotta have a good shampoo. Some people shampoo, some people co-wash, some people do both. I do both because I have fine, thin hair. My hair tends to build up very quickly, so I need to shampoo and I need to co-wash. Shampooing sometimes strips the oils, which because my hair is high porosity, y'all, girlfriend, I need as much moisture as possible. Like I need to take a bucket of water and just dump it on this hair. By the way, if you didn't know, my hair has an alter ego, which is a whole nother video. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, a good shampoo, a good co-wash. I do have a video that I will link over here of my favorite co-washes and shampoos. That has changed, but selecting a shampoo. Basically, that video is how to choose the right shampoo and my favorites. Those are some good ones if you want to go and reference those, but I need to re-up on that video. So it's been a long time. Yeah, that's been a long time. So I will revisit that. Okay, let me know down in the comment section if you want me to come with that video. Okay, so number two, gotta have a good conditioner. Now, I personally don't invest in conditioners, but some people, especially with thicker hair than mine, want to use conditioners. Okay, and we'll get down to some categories. I just want to go through like the top 10 things that you need as a routine and then elaborate. And I don't want to make this video so long, so it may be in another video that I kind of like dissect and be more meticulous and elaborate. Yes. So conditioners are to add moisture to your hair, and I prefer one that has a lot of slip. And slippage. Okay, I just DJ'd that for y'all, okay? But slippage is just the slickability. It allows your hair to detangle. Slippage, if you hear a natural say, "Ooh, this conditioner has a lot of slip," just means that it has a lot of movement. It's not as thick. It has you're able to detangle with the conditioner, and it's just like your curls, like just it likes it a lot because you can just glide through it. Your hands don't get stuck, you know, don't have a little going on. Yes, we love conditioners with a lot of slip. Number three, okay, is a good leave-in. Now this is really important for me because this is where the moisture stays in your hair. It's a leave-in, meaning that you don't rinse it out, you leave it in your hair. It has to be power packed. with moisture. And I think that I'm most critical on my styler and my leave-in. My leave-in, it has to be everything, okay? But a good leave-in to me is key, because you can have a good styler, but if the leave-in, if you're not keeping the moisture, you will have a dry looking wash and go, twist out, whatever you have. The leave-in is what adds moisture. It gives you that supple, plush. It gives you that moisture look. It actually gives a polished look to your natural style, your natural hair, okay? And you want to make sure, because that one is going to ensure that your hair doesn't break. It's going to prevent those things. So you want to make sure you have a good leave-in. If anything that you leave in your hair before a styler, before an oil, leave in a leave-in. The next thing, oil or butter. This is number 4. I would say oils is that sealant. We call it a sealant, a sealer. We call it an oil or a butter, okay? That is what is going to lock in the moisture. And I kind of talked about this in how to moisturize and seal your natural hair or dry hair or curly hair, whatever you have. I'll link that over here, but I also want to let you guys know that an oil or a butter is amazing for bringing luster and shine to dull hair. I love oils because from the root to the tip of my hair, I like to make sure that an oil would run straight down. It would actually coat the hair a lot easier to me than a butter. A butter needs to emulsify really, really well. And emulsify just means that it just dissolves straight into the hair. And then when I do the smoothing motion on my hair, that it's coating the whole strand. I also like oils because you don't have like patches of dry and patches of moisturized hair. That's why I really like oils, because from the root to the tip, my hair is going to look evenly distributed with moisture. Hope that makes sense. Number 5, a styler. Now, some people don't need a styler. I particularly like a styler for hold. That is what a styler is going to do. It's going to give you hold. Some people are like, oh, it doesn't give me a curl pattern. Your curl pattern was what you were born with. But some stylers can actually help enhance the curl pattern. So I actually love gels, and I like, okay, I ain't trying to be nasty. Okay, I like those snotty gels. Okay, those do really well, and watery gels do really, really well in my fine thin hair. Number 6, I think it is essential to have a great deep conditioner. I would say leave-in and deep conditioner are must-haves. Okay, they are the base. So deep conditioners, those are the things that's going to give you moisture, but at a deeper level than a leave-in or a conditioner. It's going to penetrate the hair shaft, but not only, it's going to go into that follicle, and it's just going to bring some more moisture. There are detox treatments, there are protein treatments, there are conditioning treatments. Those are the major 3, but we're talking about protein. Those are your strengthening treatments. And high porosity, fine, thin hair, our hair tends to break very easily, and yeah, we need some strength in our life. Okay, we don't need jelly back hair, we need some strength. Okay, so I do a protein treatment. Now, depending on your hair, you have to find out what type of like rhythm or how many weeks, how many months you want to go. I do a protein treatment every 2 to 3 months. Protein strengthening treatment. Okay, so you want to do a protein treatment, then do your conditioning, and we can go by step by step a little bit later. Number 8, trimming, dusting, making sure you get those ends, those dead ends. We want to make sure that either you trim for 2 reasons. Either you can shape it, but you definitely want to do maintenance on your hair. Now, if you don't do it, somebody needs to do it. So find a good hairstylist before you start doing it. And that's just my suggestion. So I highly recommend you, before you cut your hair, I highly recommend. I have had some mistakes, okay? And maybe that's a good time for story time, okay? Number 9 are tools. I do have a video back in the day that I did when I was pregnant with my first son, so it's been a while. I absolutely love my tools. The pick, the detangling, and the best hair tools. I spit fingers. Are your fingers. Especially when it comes to detangling. There's a lot of people that don't necessarily use tools. They like to use their fingers. And the last thing, number 10, is be good. On the inside, you have to make sure that you're drinking a lot or enough water and eat right. Because although some people will say, hey, this is a dead, hair follicles are dead. But guess what? We take vitamins, we take hair vitamins. So obviously our hair is affected. Those are the top 10 things. No, I'm not throwing any shade, okay? I'm just saying this is something that I wish I would have had when I started my natural hair journey. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much to know what you guys like to see. And please subscribe if you hadn't already. OGs, thank you so much for sticking with a sister and rolling with her. And out of all the YouTube universe, thank you so much for stepping into the Naturally Curly Q, Melissa's world. Until the next video, you guys, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, so there are, okay. I'll watch some of, can I get it right? Ooh. It's basically the slipperiness of, don't use the word, Melissa.